on my computer, right? Okay, so, all right. Welcome to Mindset Monday, where we try to reposition our minds to be more purposeful and to help us with our business. So it's going to be a quick one because we're all busy. So I got my Mindset Monday from this book, which is called You Are Enough. It is by Danielle Bean. I've actually heard her in person. It is Christian based. It is God-centered. It's about the women of
or Beam?
Bean, B-E-A-N. Danielle, B-E-A-N. She does have a podcast also. And she signed my book. Anyways.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyway, I love this book, but the reason I love it is because, oh, here comes Jessica. All right. And enters Jessica. She's coming in, I think. All right. Well, if I see her, I'll put, she might come and go. But the reason I got this book is for today is to get the title. And what if you woke up this morning and you looked in the mirror and you actually said, I'm enough. I am enough. I have the talents I need. I have the wisdom that I need today. I have things that I can give to people. I can actually give something away today because I am enough. Okay. And one of the, hi, Jess, welcome. The first thing I wanted to quote from this book, we're talking about this, I got today's mindset from this book, Jess. Okay, it's by Danielle Bean. And she says, every woman today also has powerful gifts given to her by God or your creator, wherever, you know, how you identify, and the freedom to choose how to use them. So my question to you is maybe let's take just a minute so we don't get down a rabbit hole, but take a minute and think of all the gifts that you have enough of and that you can actually give away. And it's a gift of yourself. And I will give you like just a minute.
Sorry, Judy. Everett came in at the end of that. So we're writing down what gifts we have that we can give away. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
that you have enough of that you can actually give away. Mm-hmm. Okay, and we'll come back. You also have talents. Okay, so part of your gifts are your talents. And many of us on these Mindset Mondays have done extensive personal development. So we've actually fine-tuned some of our talents, and we've actually seen some talents that we didn't even know we had. Right? Those are gifts. Those are part of being enough. So if you can think about expanding your talents in your business and the gifts that you have, it can make your mindset more aware of what you have to give as opposed to what you're lacking. So if you can think about the gifts that you can give to your customers, when you get into those mindsets of, I didn't say the right thing, I should have had more people at a gathering, you know, I'm not doing enough, I don't have enough time for my business, you know, rather than going down those negative mindset holes that we go into, we can turn around and start with, I'm enough. I'm enough. I have this talent. I have that talent. I'm a good listener. I'm a good listener. I'm a good host. You know, you can think of all the things that you're good at and replace those when you go down the pot where it says, I just don't have enough of me, or I just don't have enough time. The other thing I wanted to, another quote that she puts in here, and kind of going by just pages. Okay, most of us are mothers. If we're not mothers, we have nieces and nephews that we're mothers to at some point in time. And this is good for women in general. Every woman's gift of motherhood is meant to be a source of goodness, hope, and joy. So whether you are a mother now, a mother to come, an aunt, or anyone that has close that you are nurturing, you are meant for a source of goodness, hope, and joy. And I think if we put that with the I have enough, I am enough, I have enough goodness, I have enough hope, I have enough joy, rather than I'm lacking, I don't feel good today. You know, I just don't, not, my head's not in a good place. You have a head, you have a brain, you have the wisdom in your head to search out the good parts that you have and the nurturing parts that you have, and how you can nurture and be joyful with your customers. Okay. You know, some of us walk into like a gathering, or we walk into a Zoom, and we just have been flying by the seat of our pants for the last hour. And then all of a sudden we have to compose ourselves and, you know, be professional and know what we're talking about. But if we start the day out with, I'm enough. I have talents, I have gifts, I have a lot of things that I can give. I have joy and I have hope, and I can give those to my customers. And that will help us, I think, go through the day with our follow-ups, with the people that we're talking to. When we feel like we don't have, I'm one that doesn't feel like I have enough information. So if I don't have enough information to give to my customers about a particular product that they're concerned about, I get really like I freeze, and I have to remind myself, no, wait a minute, I am enough. I've been through this. I know what to say, and if I can't get the answer, I know who to go to. And I think that's one of the things that we have in this community, that we have to be mindful of when it comes to setting our minds, is that we have all the resources that we need to share our talents, the gifts that we have, and the knowledge that we have. And I think we have to be more aware of that when it comes to starting our work week. And that's what Mindset Monday is about. So it's starting our work week with an abundant, almost like an abundant mindset, that we have what we need to accomplish what we need to accomplish, and being okay with that, and that being enough, because we are enough. And that's really all I have. It's as simple as that. There's a couple of other quotes that I will quote, and this is going off a little bit, but we give even in our hurts. And that was pretty good. I really liked that, because we as women, and we as women who are on a purposeful mission to help other people live healthier, that mission is so driven in us that even in hurtful times, if we're going through a difficult time with our family, or we're going through a difficult time personally, mentally, physically, it's almost like the purpose of what we do supersedes that. Like if someone's going through, you know, like a difficult time, there's a sisterhood here, and there's a community here that we can turn to help us overcome where we are in life. If it's a difficult moment, like we can call, like we have accountability people, like this is part of our accountability group. And we know that even with the replay, if sometimes we need to go back and hear a replay because something might have registered, So during our hurt or during our times where we're kind of like stale or we feel like we're not full, we can go to a replay, we can go to a team meeting replay, we can go to a coaching call. And I think those are tools to help us understand that we are enough. We are enough the way that we're made and the talents that we have, and we can serve our customers knowing that we have what we need and we're capable of serving in a purposeful and mindful manner. So, yeah. And I think that's it.
This is really good because a lot of the times I don't think I am enough. I don't think I have everything I need to do what I have to do because I'm really unorganized right now. I got names and products and everything all over the place. And I struggle with like learning the project broadcast. And I just feel like sometimes I don't know enough, but you know, deep down inside, I never thought I was enough for a very long time. That has changed, but with my work, it's like, why haven't I, and I think Jen can relate, why haven't I hit where I'm supposed to hit? Why haven't the people that I've talked to really want to make a change in their lives for the better? I just don't understand when they choose not to. And what am I saying that's not working and all that stuff that you said? It's like, yeah, but I mean, I have the gifts that God gave me of mercy, of love, forgiveness, hope. Then my talents are administration, education. I like to educate people and numbers. So, you know, I like this a lot. And then I like what you said about replacing the negative thought. I mean, I don't know if this is the way you said it, but I wrote down replace the negative thoughts with I am enough. I was a good host or a consultant for the party, even though there was no orders out of it. I had a great party and everybody wants to order the skincare, but nobody's ordered it yet. So I got to call them and follow up. And that's one thing I just feel like I just don't have time to do that. So
I think
follow
it's
up.
difficult for us to say you, I am enough. You know, what I've contributed is the best that I could do, and it's enough at that point. It doesn't mean we stop learning. It doesn't mean that we don't want to reach for higher goals. But I think enough is something we don't hear
Yeah.
enough.
And I think of it with my children. I wish I did so many different things, so many things differently. But then I say to myself, and even with my mom and my dad, you have only what you know at that time to work with. And that's with my dad and my mom. I've accepted them because they only knew that from their growing up and their, so they didn't know how to love me like I needed. And I've accepted that. And I've like reversed it with my kids, but you know, I brought them up to be very independent, so they don't even, although one of them, my youngest daughter does, but my oldest daughter doesn't even call me and see if I'm alive. But
how about you, Jen? Anything that hits home?
Well, it's funny that you bring this up because I was actually reflecting on that with another teammate of ours. She was telling me the same exact thing you just said, and I'm like, and I get kind of teary-eyed when people say that to me. You're enough. I can't even say it without crying. And I think if I did start saying that in a mirror, I would probably cry every morning.
that would be good.
yeah, I mean, it probably would be extremely therapeutic for me. But yeah, you're exactly right. I don't think we say that to ourselves enough. We might hear it from somebody else, like you were saying, other people can see everything that we have in us. We just might not. And that's, I think, because we're all in our own little worlds doing our own stuff, we don't realize the benefits that we're providing somebody else in our lives. So being more cognizant of that, and really, that's actually a really good, I'll probably do that this week with the mirror work.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's important to face ourselves, and to face, even the shortcomings are enough.
Right.
Like we learn from them. That's how we learn. I mean, that's what we tell our children. You're going to learn from this experience. What you've done, you've put your best foot forward, you're going to learn from it. And one of the definitions of enough is as much or as many as required. So, I think we put time on what we should achieve or where we should be. We're very time oriented, and that really restricts us. But if we look at today, I'm enough. Who I am is enough today, and I can give that away. What can I give today? And I think D goes back. D Davidson. I remember when I first started. Her example was, what 5 people's lives can I change today? Her 5,
Right.
she started the 555. And I think, if I get into that mindset and I look in the mirror and I said, I am enough, and how can I help the people that I encounter today with what I have at this moment that I have enough of?
Right. And that's something that even Fraser says something
Yeah.
along those lines too. It's like, what's one thing I can learn today, and who's one person that I can help change.
Right.
Ooh, hello, balloons.
Who did that?
It's Zoom. Whatever I've done on my thing, like if I do this, wait,
Oh,
no,
wow.
it's not doing it. But if I do
Oh,
this, I'll get like thumbs up sometimes. It's weird.
wow. That's great.
Weird.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
so
so I think waking up and thinking something like that will definitely help. I know Mary said, Mary Johnson would tell me, wake up and say, God, please help me see the people you've put in front of me today to create change in their life or to impact them in some way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And I've been in networking groups where someone would get up to do their 5 minute, their 45-second spiel, and they'll get into that. They'll start this, and they'll make this position, and it's like all of a sudden the confidence just comes right out. So it's like we can get up in the morning, we can say, I am enough, right? And it's from that point on, it's like, I got everything I need. I have all the ammunition I need. I have all the confidence that I need, and I have all the wisdom that I need. Doesn't mean it's going to be a perfect day. It just means you start the day off with the confidence that you, in the mirror, am enough to start your day, to get yourself motivated. So
Right.
that's it. That's what I have. I hope, it was enough that I had. So,
The little
but
things.
this is a very good book.
Yeah, I
it,
wrote it down.
it really helps me. She's a very good speaker, and I've listened to her podcast. I forget the name of it, but I'll put it in the comments. And she has sisters, and she talks about some of the antics that they went through, and being a mom. She's a mom, so she's been there. So that's it. Anything else that we would like to talk about with mindset?
Jess, did you have anything to say now that you're outside?
Look at those beautiful clouds.
Yeah, it's beautiful today. I don't know. I always need these mindsets in one way or another, so I decided to hop on my drive to hurry up and get these errands done because I have an appointment at 2, a one-on-one. I hope it goes well.
You
So I
are
wanted
enough.
to jump on, I know, I
Good,
wanted to
good.
jump on here because my mind is starting to go like back where it was.
Mm.
You know, like
Yes.
I feel defeated or something. I don't know.
So
Yeah.
you
I'm not
have
where I
all,
want to be.
you have all the resources that you need to inform, accomplish, and you have all the confidence and wisdom in order to have that one-to-one go really well.
Thank you, Michelle.
I know you do. I believe you do. I believe all of us do.
We all do.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. And you're always on the, you're always on the team meetings, you're on the power hours, you're on the intention, you're on, you use, the thing I think that we have to understand is there are so many tools that the corporate gives us and Beth, our team leader, gives us. And I
Yeah.
think that not to shortchange ourselves by not using them. Doesn't mean to use them all the time, but to know that they're there and to take the opportunity to use them so that you can give value to yourself, learn for yourself, and then to give it to your customers. And I think that's, that's what for me, I kind of put that on the back burner saying it's there when I need it, but it can be there when you don't need it, or when you feel like you're being lost. So, yeah. So, yeah. So think of your, when you get to the point where you are going down the negativity brain dump, put in the dump of you have enough, like fill it up with, I am enough. I have talents. I have knowledge. I have wisdom. I have confidence. And Jess, you have that, you have that because you're always on and sharing what you have. So keep that in mind when you have your one-on-one.
I've been slacking in that area though. So that's been it's been hard. And yeah, the environment is everything and it's really doing a toll on me. So it's hard to push through that.
Yes.
And I think if I didn't have you guys, I really wouldn't be able to push through it.
That's how I feel too. That's literally how I feel too. That's why I'm still here.
Yeah.
The tribe we have in our team. I feel you.
I'm gonna cry.
I feel you. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I can't cry.
Tough.
I have a meeting.
Yeah. It can, some days you can be on a high and some days you can be on the low. And Beth will always tell us, don't let the highs be too high. Don't live there. And don't let the lows be too low. Don't live there. Keep yourself even. And I think that's what Mindset Mondays really help us to do. They really help us to draw us into the reality,
yeah.
that we're going to have highs, we're going to have lows, but we don't have to live up there. We don't have to live down below. We just need to know that we have enough and we am enough. So, alrighty, anything else?
I'm literally looking for a photo, Judy, because I was in a networking group too. And she's like, Jen, I want you to go stand over there, put your hands on your hips, put your chest up. She literally took a picture of me. I'm trying to find it right now. Because I was like, I have that picture. I'm gonna put on top of it.
Is it the Superwoman pose? Because I was, they say to do that for like so long.
Yeah.
It's so true, because when you see people who do that and then they do their commercial, it's almost like it just comes out and they're confident. And I was never really, because I'm always like, behind the rock and, like hiding my face and everything like that. I'm like the little chipmunk trying to hide in the, but it's true when you set your body, when you set your body in position, it's like your brain and your soul and everything takes over, and they're ready. It's like they're ready because you're ready, So
before you get out of the car, Jess, for your appointment, before you do it, okay, before you get out of the car.
At home.
At home,
Yes,
okay. Is it a Zoom? Okay.
You are the non-toxic Jess.
Yeah,
that's right.
Awesome,
So,
Judy. Thank you so much.
Cat smile.
You what?
The cat smile or something like that. Just Healy always says to hold that real big cat smile.
Yes, it's good. You use a lot of muscles when you smile, more than when you frown. So smiling is much better.
That's right.
All righty. Thank you for being on. Now I'm going to stop recording.
Stop the recording.
Oh, geez. See.